Using SketchUp and the Onuma system to rapidly create a city model. In SketchUp, we've already installed the Onuma plugin, which you see this set of icons here. Let's start by finding a location in Google Earth within SketchUp. So you open up this button right here. We're going to go to Grant Park in Chicago. You can put an actual address or just a location like that, and it'll jump you to the location here. And this is all within SketchUp. You can actually select a region. So let's say we're interested in this particular area right here. And select grab. It transfers that aerial image from Google Earth or Google Map to SketchUp. And now in SketchUp, we're going to rapidly create a series of buildings just by using the typical SketchUp tools, extruding shapes, adjusting those shapes, you can type in an actual height or just randomly stretch things around as you're doing different design studies within SketchUp, and even distort the shape. Basically, we're creating a shell of a building and we want it to be airtight. In other words, there can't be any holes in the building. We want to define the outer shell of a building. And we can have multiple buildings on the site, so let's put another one here. People are going to be complaining that we put it in the park, but this is just a study right here to show what's possible. And let's keep that one simple like that. Maybe we put a third one here along the waterfront. Let's save this model in SketchUp. I'll call it BIMstorm Chicago 1 and just save it to my desktop for now. And next I'm going to share it up to Google Warehouse. There's a button here on the right to share model. It's basically going to upload it to the internet. It's a way to actually share models with others that are collaborating with you. This is one way of uploading it to the internet. You have to have a Google account, so it's going to ask you to sign in. I'll give this model a name. Scheme 1 maybe. Testing massing around Grant Park. It's good to put some descriptions in there so we can find it later. Doing this will actually make the model public on Google Warehouse. So this is just one option of how to share. And then you just hit upload. Takes a minute or so, and then it's uploaded to Google Warehouse. So there's a simplified model of just the shells. Let's actually create another version of this. Go back to SketchUp. So we haven't touched any of the Onuma System capability yet, but let's say that we want to actually create floors out of these shells. You can either do one building at a time or actually select all the buildings. A tool on the left side here is draggable to wherever you want to put it, but there's options for setting floor-to-floor height. So for example, if we want the upper floors to be 13 feet and the lower floor to be 18 feet, say OK to that. And then using this button right here, it creates floors. It basically takes the shell and slices up the shell to create floors on all of these buildings. Takes a minute or so for multiple buildings like this, but now you'll see the buildings actually have shells plus floors. So here are the floors of the building following the shape that the shell was made in. So it's a very rapid way of actually creating floor slabs. And let's upload this to Google Warehouse as well. So we'll call this Scheme 1 with floors. Okay, so now we have two versions. So now that it's up on Google Warehouse, anybody with access to the internet can download these models. So I would send them a link to the name of the model and say, go look at Google Warehouse and find this model, or give them a direct link, and then you can continue and download to SketchUp, and then keep on working in the Onuma system or continue to just work in SketchUp.